As I build my coaching business, I want to know how to effectively serve clients and make more money doing it. This podcast will pull back the curtain to reveal exactly how successful coaches are building their empires. Join me as I engage with top coaches from all over the world to discover their secrets. No theatrics and no theory, just real life strategy. My name is William Winterton, and this is Coaching Success Radio. Hey, welcome back to the program. William here, and today I have another future success story. I have with me Danielle Marie, who is out of Long Island. She is a health and life coach and is coming to share her story with us today. Danielle, how are you?
I'm good. How are you and everybody out there?
We are doing great. So let's talk a little bit about you and your coaching. Let's talk about your business exactly. You said that you are a health and life coach. Yes. So talk to me a little bit about what you mean and how you kind of marry those two.
I originally was a personal trainer, and that just kind of wasn't working for me. I was like, this is great, but you sit and you train these people, and as you're training them, they're telling you their problems and their issues, and you really start to develop a friendship. And I was like, I want to take this further and see where I can go with it to help people more. So I talked with my husband a little bit, and he's like, I don't know what you could do. So I started to do a little research and came upon this health and life coach. So I'm like, I don't think I'm going to try that. So I decided to do that. And at the time that I was getting certified, I was volunteering at a charity in my area called the Lupus Alliance for Long Island and Queens. So it helps people who have lupus, and what they have is support groups. So during the process, I got certified to be a moderator. And during that, I started to hear these women's issues and really what they struggle with. And being a 19-year lupus survivor myself, a lot of it really resonated with me. And I was like, I have to help these people. I need to come up with a way to really help these people. And so I finished my certification, and now you have to come up with your niche. And it's like, what's your niche going to be? And I knew it was going to be something with lupus and autoimmune diseases. And somebody said to me, can't do that. And I was like, really? Too specific? I thought that's the whole thing. You want to be specific and put yourself out of the box and, kind of. And I didn't fight it. And I went with being super specific. And it's worked for me. And I've found that women tend to come to me really more for the health. They want to know how to eat better, why the autoimmune protocol diet is the right choice, why keto, why paleo. And I'm knowledgeable in all of those because of the personal training. And I can help them with that. And then from there, once they get their health in check, we can then work on, my family doesn't understand, I can't get out of bed in the morning, I don't want to get out of bed in the morning, and we can take it further. So that's how we go from the health to the life and teaching them how to adjust.
So talk to me a little bit about how long have you been doing this? Your coaching end of it, I know the personal training has been going on for a long time.
So I was certified at the beginning of May and of this year. So it's been less than 3 months. But in that time, I was establishing my website. I was starting to get meal plans, food plans, getting the word out there with my friends, social media. I was already kind of putting myself out there. And from that, it just a friend of a friend. And I only have 2 clients, but for now, after, only being certified 3 months, I'm kind of okay with that.
Yeah, that's wonderful. It's not ever a game. And that's the thing. We kind of pit ourselves against other people. We look at what this person may be doing, and they've got all this stuff going on. And all you got to remember is what are you working at? What are the number of clients that you think you can handle? Who are you reaching out to? And how big do you want to grow? How fast? And seriously, 2 clients in 3 months, there's nothing wrong with that at all. That's fantastic.
I'm totally cool with it. I wrote a little ebook. I did that, I want to say, within the first 2-3 weeks of getting certified. I sat down, I focused, I did it, and it was done. And it really became a great lead magnet and stuff to get people onto my website. And from that, I just think it's just continued to grow, starting out the beginning of April on Instagram. And now I have 1,200 followers in
That's awesome.
In 3 months.
That's fantastic. That's
So,
all great.
yeah. So, I mean, it's coming. It's slow. I'm a mom and I have to do my mom stuff first, but definitely focused and, working on it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So in getting started then, you've obviously made a lot of traction and have your book and you've got your certification, you got a couple of clients. What are some of the challenges you have faced that you have felt like something you haven't quite figured out yet?
Okay. I do not put myself out there at all. Definitely don't put myself out there. I feel a lot of people do have faith in me, and I don't know if I have that same faith in me that they have. Like I'm afraid. So like these clients that I have are friends of friends. So I don't feel like, and I know them. So I don't necessarily feel like I can mess up, but I'm kind of afraid to mess up. Like, what if I mess somebody up?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what if they say something and I don't have that, and that thing that you learn in coaching, like the next response? What if my next follow-up question is incorrect? I'm afraid of that flow, to follow that flow of what comes next, to get them to think of how to correct it, how to move past it. I don't have the confidence still to do that.
But you're growing it. You're gaining it.
I am growing it. I'm getting better.
The very fact that you're on a podcast today is a huge deal.
Yes, I think I'm still shaking. I'm pretty sure that my hands are shaking like a leaf right now.
That's okay. No, listen, I guarantee you there's not a listener or a viewer right now who is thinking, oh my gosh, she's doing a horrible job. You're doing great. You're awesome. And here's the thing, is that it is getting out of your comfort zone. And all of a sudden, after this is all done, you're going to look at it and go, oh my gosh, that wasn't that bad. And then it just breaks open another layer of what you're capable of doing. Just like with you having your Instagram and having 1,200 people following you, you know that you don't know each of those people personally, but they're watching you and they're following you, and there's a reason they're following you. So I think every new coach has that. We go through that system of like, it's kind of like an imposter syndrome. Like, are they going to find out that I don't know everything? And
Right.
And I think the challenge really becomes being authentic. And I would just say for you, right now, I'm getting a ton of like there's passion about what you're doing. You've gone through it as a lupus survivor, as somebody who is really genuinely caring about getting people results. I think that's really all we need to focus on. I think the rest of it just kind of is going to help itself develop.
But I think like as it continues, I will gain that confidence.
Absolutely.
It'll just all kind of come together. But definitely daily, before a phone call, before a FaceTime, before something, I kind of sit there and I'm like, all right, what are potential questions? What are things that might come up during this session? What might we talk about? Be prepared. And then I'm afraid that might come off as a little robotic, which is also not so great. So,
well, yeah, but it's I think everybody listening and watching is either right now nodding their head going, yeah, I feel exactly the same, or I have felt exactly the same. And we all go through it.
Right.
So I want to just know now with your, so Instagram, how do you think you got 1,200 followers in 3 months? What did you do?
So originally I was really kind of just posting motivational quotes. I was kind of going with that and using different hashtags. I went with lupus warrior, keto, ketogenic diet. I went with like things that I knew people search for. So I started with that. And then I was using like a tagline. I was going with be happy and smile, because I just think if you get up in the morning and you're happy and you just smile, the day will just go that way. It has to. It kind of can't go any other way. And even if your coffee spills on the floor, your coffee spilled on the floor, wipe it up and call it a day, and life is great. You put your 2 feet on the floor, you opens up your eyes, life is great today. So I started with this stupid tagline and it became a thing. Really, people were responding to it. It was coming back to me in my DMs. So that was cool. And then from that, I went to posting a blog. I started with every Monday, just things that were going on with me, whether it was about my health, something with my kids. It didn't matter what it was. Today was a great day. I went what are I doing with my friends this weekend? We had great memories, like just stuff. And I'm still continuing to do that. It then grew to me deciding that my disease is not ultra special and the only one out there. So I started something called Tell Me About It Tuesday. And I don't care what your disease is, write me about it, tell me about it. I'm going to post about it. We're going to advocate for every disease and just get the word out there for everybody. And then I started posting recipes, and people love that. The easier, the better, the more they like. And from that, it just kind of, they started to come.
Yeah.
really quickly.
Awesome. That's awesome. So you just kind of making it as you go, a story as you feel like it would inspire you and make you excited. It kind of is what you led into. You didn't try and guess. You just what feels good.
Organically coming together the way I want it to. I don't know if there's a model I'm supposed to be following. I have no idea, but this is my model to how I want to do it. And for now, I mean, I think it seems to be working. I don't.
Yeah, well, it sounds like if you've got a couple clients and you've got 1,000+ followers and you're just going. Now, what do you want to do in a couple of years? Where do you want this to be?
So it's like my dream is to open a wellness center. That is my goal. So I want to get certified in yoga in a couple of weeks. I'm going to do that in the beginning of the year, so beginning of 2020. And then I kind of want to see if I can, figure out how to do some kind of a wellness center that has to do with retreats and, life coaching, health coaching, nutritional counseling, all different ways to help people gain back their life and their health. But
that sounds like a really fun, ambitious goal.
Very down the line.
Right, but it's got to be something you got to have something to get up in the morning for, right?
Right.
Absolutely. So, are you doing this full time? Is this your only occupation, or do you have another thing that you do? Or
this is it. I'm a mom.
Yeah.
Like, first and foremost, I have a 19-year-old son who is a Division I lacrosse player,
awesome.
And I have a pre-professional ballerina daughter who is 16.
Awesome.
And I'm busy with them. Busy.
Yeah,
so
no kidding.
Kind of like an in-between, keep me busy kind of thing. But I'm kind of becoming more passionate about it than I thought I would. And it's starting to take over a little bit. Like, I find myself like writing out times of the day that I want to sit down and focus on my business and what I want to do next and how I want to grow it and what's going to come after that. And if I do this step first, then what am I going to do after that step? And so I do find that it's becoming very much a passion.
And it gets dangerous. Pretty soon you're going to start your own podcast, and it's just going to go, it all goes downhill from there. Pretty soon you're absorbed by it. No, it's wonderful. And this is really, I am so glad you found this, and that you just kept looking for something that was driving you, and that you still don't feel like you've landed, like you're still going and there's still more that you want to get. And it's just, it's a fun journey. So,
I definitely think if you're content, like, I don't know, contentment is, I don't know.
It's okay to be, I think it's okay to, yeah, exactly. It's okay to enjoy what you're doing but don't settle in it, right?
Yes, exactly.
I think that's awesome. So I want to do a thing for you here. If people want to follow you, what is your handle on Instagram?
So my handle on Instagram is Keto Lupie, KETOLUPIE.
Awesome.
And my website is ketolupie.com.
Awesome. Well, we'll put those down in the show notes, and we'll make sure people can get redirected to you. And I just want to thank you again for coming on the program. It was super fun talking to you. I love your energy. I love what you're about, that you're so passionate about this. And I would love to have you back on later on and just kind of follow up and see where you're at.
Well, that'd be great. Thank you. This was great.
Absolutely. Well, Danielle, thank you for your time. Have a good one.
You too. Thanks. Bye.
Wow, that was awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in and checking us out. New episodes are coming out every few days, including lots of conversations with massively successful coaches sharing their secrets with you. So be sure to subscribe to our podcast and YouTube channel so that you don't miss out. And if you're looking for a way to start making serious money from your coaching, you need to check out my free training. It's at williamwinterton.com. I lay out the step-by-step on how to start making 5 figures a month in the next 60 days. Check it out, williamwinterton.com. I'll see you next time.